Last round, like a 7-week build-up program for some testing at the tail end of it, which will be the end of the first quarter, last week of March.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, hypertrophy block, 4 weeks of that. Then we move into a couple of weeks of strength, a week of power or speed. That leads us into our testing phase. So baseline testing on strength, be like your squat, bench and dead.
23rd of March, 28th.
Yes, seen that week. Squat, bench, dead, seated overheads and chin-ups. If you move into the athletic stream, if you decide you want to pursue that from there on, what will end up happening is you do the strength test plus 20-metre sprint, a 3-cone agility drill, standing broad jump and beat test. And that would round out your testing. We run a 12-week program based on enhancing both of those streams. So they'll run simultaneously, slightly differing programs as they go along. And then at the conclusion of that, we retest again. Hopefully we've made some progress. So that's the other part about gyms. If you don't have any tangible measure of progress, how do you know you've progressed?
That's right.
Okay, so if you're not knowing how much weight you're moving, you're not knowing what you can do in each particular lift, or you're not knowing what your body composition is, or you don't have a tangible target to reach, then you're just spinning your wheels. Mm-hmm. So always good to have a way of measuring, a baseline to start, way of measuring, and some progressive, waypoints along the way, so you can determine whether you're making progress or you're not. Allows you then to make adjustments to things like your recovery or your loading or your training frequency or a bunch of other variables that can affect whether you're moving forward or you're not, and getting you from point A to point B. So that's the other side of it. There was something else I was going to say. We're talking about the gym. We're talking about how the place is in air conditioning and all the rest of it. So quick book review here. Daniel Coyle, The Talent Code. He's written 2 really good books, Culture Code and Talent Code. So if you like that sort of thing, get into those books, they're awesome. But the Talent Code, so quick book summary, he goes around the world, finds hotbeds of talent for various activities. They've got an oversupply, or not an oversupply, they've got a disproportionate amount of successful people in a particular field in these little hotbeds around the world. So like Brazil soccer camps, Soviet Union, female tennis players, etc., etc., etc. These little ones around it. So commonalities between, he tries to identify common traits amongst these training camps. Yeah. One of them was that the environment generally is pretty old, pretty worn, pretty clunky, uncomfortable. Now, theory behind that, anything could be said from it, but it's not what you would imagine, to be the state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line, air-conditioned facilities that are producing some of the best athletes. I think, and he rationalises it out from memory, I could be a little wrong on this, but is that if you come into a place that's uncomfortable already, that you're very clear about what the singular purpose of you being there is, then it kind of, I guess, better prepares you for the toils that are to follow. So the hard work that's to come. If you're already uncomfortable coming into a place, then getting a little more uncomfortable doing particular work is not going to be that much of a change for you. You walk into a joint that's like a health spa, and everything's lovely and set out for you. Then as soon as we go, all right, we're getting under a bar with 200 kilos on it, it's like, what's going on? I can't get my head in the game for this. So there you go. That's my theory on why I don't have air
conditioning.
So
they walk in, no aircon, big warehouse looking thing. It's hot. Maybe you're in summer. They go, shit, I don't want to be here, man. But that's why I'm here.
That's 100%.
Get prepared to be uncomfortable.
That's it. You are uncomfortable. You do not. Comfort gets you nowhere. Comfort gets you lazy and complacent and not moving forward. And the worst part is, as soon as you perceive that you're getting to a point where you are comfortable, time to go and get uncomfortable again, because you're going to go backwards otherwise. So that discomfort is where successful people live mostly, like really, no matter what it is. Whether it's there's not many people that are moving forward that are comfortable with where they are. Otherwise, it wouldn't be moving forward.
That's right.
Complacency sets in and things go pear-shaped. You know what it's like. You prepare for a competition or something, and then you back off afterwards, and you start to see the results of whatever it is you've been achieving. You go back a month later, and without training or without doing whatever, and you go, "Jeepers, I'm going to knock the edge off that already. Like it's falling apart already, and it's only been a month." So a year later, you come back, and it's like, my God, it's like starting over again. So it's that inoculation process where you get uncomfortable and we push up, that becomes a little bit more comfortable, and then we get uncomfortable again and we push up, and we just keep pushing that envelope until what was once, super uncomfortable now is a warm-up. And the same for this type of place. There's a clear message why you're here. There's no ambiguity about what you're doing here. It's clear.
And that's free once you pay your membership.
100%. Discomfort comes from nothing.